All right. LDBC, this is your boy, The Coach. You're live on The Coach Show, The Coach Show Live. Hey, guys, please excuse the background noise because y'all know I'm doing the majority of my videos when I'm on the road. Let's just get right to it. Okay, folks, Shannon Sharpe, he's been let go from ESPN. And you guys, y'all know my stance. I'm not really a huge fan when brothers lose their job, come on here and start celebrating, even if I disagree with a lot of their talking points. Because, I always had that feeling that could be anybody, losing their source of income. And I definitely wouldn't want to lose my sources of income. And I just don't really get excited when a man just lose their source of income based on like maybe mistakes that they made. Even with some racist people, that have kids, a lot of times it ain't even the kids' fault. I just don't come on here and celebrate when they lose their income. I just don't do that. Now, could I say that, it was coming to them? Maybe. But then that's still not a celebration. It's just like, hey, it could happen to you. It could happen to any of us. My thing is this, okay? I just, for Shannon Sharpe, I really do respect his hustle. I respect his grind. Like this man, he hustled on the football field. And now with the whole, journalism, this man is hustling. And Shannon has a lot of people after him. They jealous because, Shannon Sharpe never got a formal journalism degree. Like he never was formally, indoctrinated as a journalist. He stepped onto the scene and Shannon had to get the gab. Okay, he's a great interviewer. He has good, articulation. Shannon Sharpe can carry a story and you just listen. When he's talking, he intrigues you to just listen, And not everybody who's on TV can get you to do that. Some people on TV, you just kind of turn the channel. But when Shannon Sharpe is on TV, you actually have to listen. I respect this hustle and grind. Very intelligent man. He's getting a $100 million podcast deal, which, from what I understand, that's not going to be touched. Like, he's still going to get that. And I think ESPN, I think they're stupid for firing him. Number one, okay, he's going to bring in the ratings no matter what. So I think in this situation right here, he was accused, and ESPN pretty much already saying, look, you're already guilty. So this man, he ain't even been, proved, he's not been proven guilty of anything. But ESPN, in their kind of way, is saying, well, you guilty. Look, we believe you did all this, and we're going to let you go. We're going to cut ties because we don't want nothing to do with somebody like you. That's the stance I'm getting from ESPN. So they let him go. But is there a loss? Because wherever he goes, and somebody is going to get him, you'd be dumb not to have him on your network. You'd be dumb not to have him on the network. It's just stupid. Whoever gets Shannon Sharpe, they're going to bring his audience and the ratings with them. I mean, Shannon Sharpe is an ATM. He's a money machine. You should know that by now. Okay? And Shannon Sharpe is not the only guy to have accusations and things levied against him and then come out on top. It's plenty of these broadcasters that's had things levied against them and they still there. I mean, come on. It's a lot of stuff. A lot of these podcasters, a lot of these people on ESPN that they've had things that they've been accused of, but for some reason ESPN still believe in them. Folks, here's the thing, man. Okay, Shannon Sharpe, for him to make so much money and for him to be as profitable as he is and for him to be so intelligent, it's like he's just like a lot of his rich colleagues, or his rich counterparts. He's gullible. I mean, it's stupid. It's stupid to trick money away on somebody who's not on your level. And I'm sorry, when you have a lot of money, tricking females is probably not going to be an option for you. Like, you're going to have to find somebody on your level and above. And I know that sucks because you don't want to get into a relationship with everybody. I mean, I don't, okay? I don't want to get into a relationship with everybody I meet. I just, sometimes I just want to do what I do and then be gone with it. Like we men, some of us, we think like that. Not everybody wants to get into a monogamous relationship, but he's got to find women on his level that all they want to do is hook up. All they want to do is get together. And, women that they have a lot to lose just like he do. Because when you're messing and when you're tricking with these people that have nothing to lose, but they want everything you got, okay? And they ain't scared if you lose what you got. They ain't got nothing to lose, but you do. When you start tricking with them, it's pretty much the beginning and the end because something going down. There's no love. They don't respect you, okay? They just want what you have. And it's like, I don't know, these rich men, they can't see that. They can't see it. It's stupid. Like, you shouldn't be doing it. You shouldn't be tricking with these women that's not on your level financially, because every time you deal with somebody who's not on your level financially, you always have that threat in the back of your mind of them taking what you have financially. Them being with you only because of the money. It just makes sense. It just makes sense, for you to, like somebody for a fact, that ain't gonna stop the income flowing. See, I don't know, but having money is very, very tough to do things that regular people do. It's tough. It's tough to just go. It's tough just to go somewhere. Like you go somewhere and somebody come up to you and invade your space and put hands on you, and the minute you turn around and you put hands on them back, well, that person gonna sue you. I mean, you can't sue them because they ain't got nothing, but they can sue you because you got a lot. Like people thinking, having money solve your problems. I think sometimes when you get a lot of money, it creates new problems that you're not used to. It creates a lot of new problems. So, is Shannon going to be good? Yeah, he's going to be good. I think he's going to be okay. I think, actually, his popularity is going to grow because of this. Because, honestly, when you listen to the text messages that she wrote to him, you can tell that they were into some freaky PG-13 channel. They both was in on it. Like, they both were doing freaky stuff. So, I'm trying to understand, if you sitting here telling this dude that you want to handcuff him, because that's what she was saying. If you want to handcuff him, I want a black baby. You're sitting here saying all this stuff. And these are messages that she sent him, okay? If you're saying all this stuff, and now all of a sudden now he raping you? But you said you want to have a black baby with this man. Folks, you got to make it make sense. And I think Shannon, I think he's going to get off. I think he's going to be proven not guilty. And anybody reading these text messages and reading what she was saying to him, you got to start thinking maybe she wasn't being raped. Maybe she wasn't being raped, because right now I don't buy it. And y'all know me. Yeah, hey, listen, I'm not about to shame a victim, okay? But with this situation, I'm not buying it. Like, she was talking some crazy freaky stuff to this dude. And so we just don't forget that? We just gonna let that go? Like we're not gonna address that? Nah, this lady was a freak. A OnlyFans model at that. Like, you a freak. And the man, he was paying you, what, $25,000 a cheek? He was paying you. Expensive. That's some expensive tricking. Folks, even if I had that to trick off, I still wouldn't do it. It just, I think it's a lot more I can do with my $50,000 than to waste it. I don't know, but that's his money. He can do what he want to do with it. I ain't here to judge. I'm just saying I couldn't do it. Okay? And I guess 50 grand just wasn't enough for her, because he was cutting her off. Apparently he ain't wanting us to do with it. And either he cut her off or she was catching feelings and he got tired of her, And as men, when you with the same person for a while, you do get tired, You get tired of the same person. You want somebody else. And she got so much stuff stacked against her. I can't see him. I don't know. I can't see him losing. But then you hear that he was trying to settle with her for $10 million out of court. I heard that. Now, somebody in the comment section, you guys can verify that for me, okay? I've heard that he's tried to settle out of court with her for $10 million. And if I'm Shannon and if I'm completely innocent of this, I ain't finna settle for nothing. I ain't paying nothing to make you go away, because what's gonna happen? Like, it's gonna be somebody else. It's gonna be somebody else trying to get a hold of what you got. I don't know, man. Shannon Sharpe can't be such a tender. Can't say that. PG-13. Can't be that, man. Can't be that. It's like these guys, they got so much advice for you to make your money, for your hustle. These are people you follow, but then it's like, these people, they don't have no self-control. Like, people like Shannon Sharpe, they just don't have self-control. They don't know how to control their dick, man. That's really what it is. They don't know how to control that thing. And you sitting back and you think to yourself, like, dude, come on, man. You got so much, man. You can go get with it, man. Look, I will. If I'm trying to find somebody, I'm gonna find successful women with money that they ain't looking for no relationship either. All they want to do is they want to get together. They got them out there, and they're gorgeous. You don't have to go to the OnlyFans. I'm tell you going to an OnlyFans model? Like, what can you expect to happen from that that's good? Like, seriously, what? What good can you go to a strip club? What good is going to happen with that? I mean, do y'all think that that's going to end in a happy story? Do y'all think so? I can't do it, man. It's just, you got too much to lose, man. When you get a certain amount of money, you have way too much of that to lose. To be doing this dumb stuff, man. And what Shannon Sharpe did is stupid. It's almost like, this is stuff, I just hate to say it, like ignorant people that don't know no better. they making these mistakes. Like, you seeing what's happening to all the big dogs that's got this money. All these men, they're falling like it's a war on rich men. Excuse me. It's a war on rich men. It's a war on them. And the rich men, they're losing. They're losing, man. They're getting destroyed. They're getting massacred out here. And it's like, all you got to do, man, is keep everything under wraps. Keep everything under wraps. Just go out and protect your assets. That's what these guys ain't figured out how to do. They don't know how to protect their assets. They don't know how to do it. Because you're thinking with one head, and that's the head that you can't make money with that head. Okay? The one upstairs is the one you make your money with. That's logical thinking. That's what you got to do. But so many of these men, they fall victim to these women. I don't buy this story. Now, y'all know me, okay? If I think a person is a victim, I tell you, okay? In this situation, I think Shannon Sharpe and this girl, they were doing some old freaky, crazy stuff. And Shannon was paying for it. And I feel like, Shannon just said, yep. I ain't got no more use for you now, girl. Yep. I'm still talking. Ain't got no use for you. Yep. Skip. Like, I mean, he don't. Shannon trying to move on. Oh my goodness. But I hope Shannon can come out of this. I hope he can, okay? And I hope that he can reestablish himself, because, here's my thoughts on ESPN, okay? Honestly, I never really felt like Shannon had time to do ESPN. I felt like Shannon put more passion into his podcast and Nightcap. That's what I think. It just seemed like he was there at ESPN, but he wasn't like really there. He wasn't as passionate at ESPN. When you see him on Club Shay Shay and you see him on Nightcap, man, he passionate as hell. That's what I see, okay? But you guys tell me what you think, man. Okay, tell me, if you think Shannon Sharpe is gonna lose this, okay, he's going down. Y'all think he's gonna pay the $50 million? Or is Shannon Sharpe gonna get out of this scot-free?